They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. ETN once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running right, ETN. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 9 now. Rolling to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A give for Walker running right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake. Freeman. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Off play action. Freeman. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw now on the final play. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. Get upfield.
50 average. Go street. Hustle.
They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now back to throw. On the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Here's play number 7 on the drive.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Okay, great.
Running right, here's Walker. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on 3rd down, Freeman.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there of 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Off the play fake. Freeman. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Rams have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right.
Out right, he finds Tolbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Going right back to Akers. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, Freeman. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, 84 yards.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score down.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on first down.
And he gets this to Thornton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Tyquan Thornton.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Off play action, Freeman. And unable to connect, incomplete.
I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Saunders. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Straight ahead, Etienne. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Come on. Hey, pass on 80. 18 rattle.
They'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the side.